Hello out there, welcome back to Film Tools. My name is George and this is Nick.
Hey.
And today we're going to be talking about the Dana Dolly.
It's been on the market for a little while now. It's something that's super simple for everyone to break out and use every day, and that's exactly how the inventor intended it. Mike Hall built this because he was a key grip. And
Okay.
He worked on set for years, and he had built one for himself, and at the end of the day, he's like, you know what? Let's bring the magic to the masses. So he actually streamlined the process, figured out exactly what he needed to do, went through wood and some composite materials, and finally landed on aluminum. And he makes everything that you see here in Arizona. So it's made in the USA. We love that. Super
Yeah,
cool.
you can't beat that.
Yeah.
So one thing, is it just skateboard wheels? Is that what I'm noticing? Or what makes this the Dana Dolly?
The Dana Dolly on the outside looks like it's just a piece of aluminum with some aluminum carriers and skateboard wheels, which is exactly probably the intentions of the inventor, Mike Hall. If you look deeper into this, it's not as simple as it looks. The most important actual feature of this Dana Dolly are the wheels, and they're not just your run-of-the-mill skateboard wheels. Skateboard manufacturers and people who create the wheels, most of the time they're trying to get performance out of the wheel. They're trying to keep these things as rugged as possible for skating on cement and asphalt as long as possible. And what happens is they don't wear down. Well, that's great for a skateboard because you're sticking a couple 100 pounds of a person on there and they're skateboarding all over town. What it doesn't work out for is rolling onto pipe. When skateboard wheels go on top of this, regular ones, you're going to feel those little bumps and wiggles from non-custom wheels. So they customize the wheels. They actually found a manufacturer in Arizona to actually mill these wheels out of polyurethane material to within 1/1000th of an inch of being perfectly round. It's about the thickness of your hair.
Oh, wow.
So it's super, super exact to being as round as possible, which is going to prevent all those wiggles. The other thing they did was they made it softer. So if you were to take these out on the asphalt or the cement, you know, you're going to tear them up pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But on pipe and keeping them as fresh as possible, super smooth, super quiet. They have custom made bearings inside of them to make sure that it stays quiet. No squeaks, no irregular weird whirring noises.
Perfect for set.
Yeah, perfect for set, and it's designed for set.
It seems well built and robust. Does it have its limits?
It's aluminum on top of plastic on top of metal. So you're really looking at unlimited amount of weight. You're probably limited by your stands more than anything else when it comes to weight limits of breaking this thing.
Okay.
Due to the wheels, however, anything over 100 pounds drags them down and almost treats it like a flat tire. It will drag down onto the piping. So they recommend anything less than 100 pounds is probably the best part. So you've got your big camera packages with your O'Connor heads, and that works great. And you've got your DSLRs with your small heads, and that works great as well. As long as you're not overpowering the softness of the plastic, you're good.
But even if you did, you said it can still
yeah,
slide?
I mean, it'll still slide. You just won't have as smooth of a shot because of the fact that, again, like rolling around with flat tires, you're just going to have more friction, more resistance. It has a built-in Mitchell head on the plate, so you can take your O'Connor head and stick it straight on there, lock it in, and you're good to go. But being a key grip, you want to be as versatile as possible. So Mike created bowl adapters for 75, 100, and 150 millimeters. That way, any camera package can be worked. So DSLRs, you can stick whatever head you want on there. This is a 100 right here on this Cartoni, perfectly situated for what we're doing.
It took no time to hook it up either or set it up.
Really, again, super simple, super straightforward.
So what about the track? Is this the Dana Dolly track?
No, this is just your run-of-the-mill speed rail. This is 1 1/4 inch. You can find this on every set across America. You can find it in most hardware stores. And that's kind of the basic idea. Mike Hall, being a key grip, he was on set all the time, and he realized, you know what? There's speed rail everywhere. So with the Dana Dolly, you get the track ends, which is what is holding the pipe together. And those drop into junior adapters. The pipe is just your run-of-the-mill speed rail, and you can find this anywhere. If you're flying across over to Hawaii or overseas somewhere, you can go to the hardware store and pick up your own track, leave it there. You don't have to worry about trugging along another case with just your track.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It makes it so easy.
Yeah. Proprietary track is great. It's custom made for your application, but at times it can be kind of a pain to set up. It can be time consuming, and sometimes you don't have that luxury of time and energy to be setting stuff up all the time. So having something as easy as just pipe on some stands really helps you out.
Definitely. So we talked about the track ends, the wheels, and the Dana Dolly. So does this go on any stands, or do you have to buy a certain stand for it?
Nope. One of the cool things is any set you're on is going to have grip stands. Just any stands will work. The original track ends, they drop into junior receivers, which is really great because most combo stands will work. These are on the Kupo Low Mighty stands right now. We like them. We like the Matthews slider stands, which are actually specifically designed for sliders and their applications. Dana Dolly also makes a universal track end, which allows you to drop it onto a baby pin, and it also allows you to use smaller and larger pipe circumferences.
Okay.
So that'll give you a little more flexibility with whatever you're working with.
Well, it sounds simple enough. You know, you buy it, put it out there, and then you're able to get whatever shot you need.
Yeah.
Is there any other Dana Dolly version, or is this the only one?
For the longest time, this was the only one. It was the only configuration you can get. But they did recently come out with a hi-hat version, which is, it kind of looks like a UFO. It's kind of funky looking, but it's great if you need to be raised a little bit. You can also undersling with it. You can do a lot of really cool features with it, but it's definitely different. It's not going to be as low profile as this, but we do carry that one as well.
Okay, cool. Well, thanks, Nick, for breaking that down.
Yeah.
And if you want to come over, you know, test it yourself and ask any questions, come to Film Tools or go online, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah.